we're definitely like in that space where anytime the episode starts or like we're getting to the bag, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I feel like I just fucking start it whenever I feel it's right.
Yeah.
We could be talking about anything.
Yeah. I just feel like whenever an episode is started and I've listened back to it and listened to the starting of episode, I felt like I was getting to a bag. And that's the vibe that I want everyone to feel like when they listen to the End of the Day podcast. End of the Day podcast. And it's a brand new episode for you bitch asses.
Let's get it.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for showing up.
I want to get right to it this episode, and I definitely want to give my condolences to Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Rest in power, man.
Yeah, 100%. Starting out the episode, like, telling a fucking legend, like, rest in peace, man. Like, that was, like, crazy news to hear. Totally out of left wing.
Definitely not good news to fucking... I think I saw that at the end of the day.
I feel like it just solidifies that 2020 is the worst year ever.
Yeah. It's definitely piling up there to be just one crazy story after the next.
At least the most traumatic
100%.
year that we've ever experienced.
This is a very traumatic year, and it's kind of weird that tragedy is becoming a norm.
Every day.
It is, but because I hear that a lot. But it's still...
We were talking about it last week when we were saying that we feel like there's bad news literally every podcast.
Yeah. There definitely is. 100%.
So much bad news, a pile of bad news.
But that whole thing that I've been hearing, like, oh, people say, like, I don't want to. I haven't been. This stuff still is affecting me. So, like, if that's going to happen, you let me know when, because Chadwick Boseman's death hit me just as hard as fucking Kobe shit. Like, all this shit is hit. Like, I'm feeling it. Like,
facts.
I'm not becoming numb to it. Like, it's not. Yeah. I'm not becoming
just completely desensitized.
Yeah, when people say that, oh, like they're worried about it, they're not watching videos because they don't want to. I watch them shits and I feel them shits just as much as the last one. Like, I'm not becoming desensitized to it, and I don't want to say maybe that's a good thing because it'll stick with me still, but like, yeah, it's just the year is just getting super fucking heavy, man. Just because like it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Man.
Yeah.
It's hard to fight through.
Hang in there, everybody, though.
Yeah, real talk.
But I definitely think with some of the more serious issues, not to downplay Chadwick by any means, but more so in terms of the racial tensions and stuff of that, the killings, I feel like it's very important to pay attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to turn a blind eye because that was the whole problem in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, is that people aren't paying attention. And shit like that's happening, like, under the radar. Yeah. So, I'm actually, rest in peace to everyone that has lost their lives or been infected by this police violence. But it's definitely shedding a light on the issue, and I think it's
the biggest light ever.
Yeah, it's we're in an important time right now. 100%.
This is like a huge generational shift that's going to happen where we let this old way of living die out and we're born again, like we can make a new choice.
I mean, that's the hope. That's definitely the hope. I like want that to happen, but I definitely feel like there's still a large part of the population that's still alive and in control of things that want things to stay the way they are, and they're gonna do everything they can to maintain that until they are no longer alive. And I know their hope is that they've passed on their traditions to their kin, and what my hope is that the integration of the cultures in each other's lives, or the cross culture, will be big enough that that population just slowly fades away, and their effect on the world is just less and less every fucking day. Really,
you talking about like racism?
Yeah.
I feel that.
I mean, I talked about that last episode with the whole mixing of the races and the whole fucking...
Right.
Yeah.
And just to circle back to my man Chadwick, rest in peace, King.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace.
Jackie Robinson, James Brown, fucking Black Panther. What else did he do? He did fucking what was the other singer he did? I can't remember.
I'm not sure.
Oh, The Five Bloods was really solid.
Five Bloods was crazy.
21 Bridges.
I didn't see 21 Bridges.
I haven't seen that, but I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah.
No, shit, I'm about to cry right now.
Yeah, no, it's fucking crazy.
It fucked me up because I was watching a Breakfast Club interview with him earlier today.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because it was only 2 years ago, and you hear him talk, and he doesn't show any signs that he's sick.
It's crazy.
And it's crazy because in the beginning of the interview, I was getting upset because, you know, Charlemagne's doing his usual bullshit, like fucking with him.
What was he fucking with him about? Because I know I watched that interview, but I can't remember.
He
always starts it out with some bullshit.
Chadwick was talking, and he's like, "What?" He's like, "Do you have social anxiety?" And he's like, "No, man. Like everything's good right now." And I was just like, "Fuck you, Charlemagne," but
because he was acting. Chadwick Boseman was a little standoff. Yeah, he was a little, tense. Right. He wasn't like super comfortable.
Probably because he was trying to be cool.
I mean, I'm not sure that was the first time he was there. The Breakfast Club at this point, because of its just size, I feel like could seem a bit intimidating, regardless of what kind of star or celebrity.
Charlemagne is definitely intimidating.
Yeah, regardless of who you are as a celebrity. And I imagine at that time, like, I don't know, I remember that interview though, and I mean, Charlemagne is gonna be Charlemagne, but like, even though it's in jest, and it's in jest, not everyone responds the same, So,
and it was really weird watching it in retrospect.
Yeah, I mean, see, I noticed, and I'd never made comments on it on the internet or publicly, but I just noticed that he was getting slimmer. Right, he was in the Black as Fuck show, I think is on Netflix.
Oh, I remember you saying that.
Yeah, that show on Netflix with the dude who wrote Black-ish. I think it's Black as Fuck. I think Black AF.
Yeah.
He did a little guest spot on that show, and I had noticed how slim he had looked. And I imagine that show had been shot semi recently, within the last year or so. Mm-hmm. And I just noticed it because I'm like, yo, this dude played Black Panther. And it's not like Black Panther when he was Black Panther that character was super jacked or super ripped, right, and like really like had a ton of muscles on. Like he was going
through chemo then.
Yeah, he was doing it then.
Crazy.
He was doing it then.
Can you imagine
2016?
You still look like that while doing that?
And he found out in stage 3, so it's pretty far along at that point.
Stage 3 is definitely still serious. Yeah, and life threatening.
Yeah. No, well, it's super. At that point, it's like, I believe it's like hard to go back. To reverse it when you find out at stage 3. So
fuck cancer, man. Real talk. Man. So a moment of silence for my mans.
Real talk.
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Not to bounce around, but I wanted to go back to that racial.
First, let's intro
the show.
Yeah, let's do our.
We haven't intro the show in
like 3 episodes.
We didn't. We just said it's the End of Day podcast, but we didn't tell these motherfuckers who we are. It is your boy Sin Supreme.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy T.
T Will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Hey, I love your drop.
That shit is so fire.
Welcome to a brand new episode. Yeah.
So going back to the racial tension thing.
Let's go back to it.
I thought it was really cool because, excuse me, anyone in the Los Angeles area who has a kid in the school system, LAUSD, excuse me, they just made it a requirement to take ethics or study of ethnic culture as like a graduation requirement.
It's such a good idea.
So you have to take a study of ethnics or
like
or
a government
graduate.
class.
So I feel like that's gonna, expose kids, regardless of what they have at home. They're gonna at least have school to give them a different viewpoint of what the world is. Because you could have these fucked up parents, but if you got a school where you go every day and they're teaching you about social injustice and and violence that's happened over the course of the history of the United States, like, you're going to learn and you're going to have your own viewpoint, and you're not going to be shaped as much by your parents. So I feel like that's a pretty big deal.
It is definitely a great step forward. It's also like weird that like that has to be done, and even in the same light, like we have to.
I mean, someone's got to educate the youth, you know.
But like the fact that it isn't like that, the education system isn't like you would think it would be consistently updated.
Yes.
Like just all the time, just like updated, like every year, like what's taught to the students should be reviewed.
And you know what's
like, reassessed.
It's even more fucked up because this is only Los Angeles. You got to think about Middle America. They're not getting exposed to that.
Nothing.
They don't even have the culture of having different people of different ethnicities in front of your face every day.
Yeah.
If you're in Middle America, it's predominantly white.
I only wonder what kids are getting taught now, because I just know they're getting taught in the same way, even though the world is very different.
Think about how long they gave us the lie of Thanksgiving in textbooks. It wasn't until recently, I think,
became indigenous,
like in the last 5 years, that people even like
acknowledged that, yo,
what do they call it, Indigenous People Day or something like that?
Yeah, that's what they changed it to.
See, and that's the thing, is that we can deny this shit all we want, but one day you're gonna have to face the truth of what is actually happening.
Man.
Yeah.
These people.
We'll get there.
Slowly but surely. So yeah, what's going on for you guys? What is this, Labor Day weekend?
Oh yeah, you doing anything?
I think I will be hitting out to the Palm Springs area.
Palm Springs.
Oh, that's nice.
For the long weekend. Spend some time in the desert, high desert.
That sounds fire.
Getting high and
being hot. I bet it's hot as fuck out there.
It is pretty hot out there, but you know, fall is slowly creeping in. The sun is starting to set a little earlier.
Yo, I've been waking up in the morning. I'm like, it feels cool outside.
Definitely cooler in the morning. But,
so far.
But when it's
like 65 this morning.
When it fully swings, though, it should be getting early. It should be getting sunny.
Darker earlier,
sunnier
earlier.
Darker earlier and sunnier earlier. Mm-hmm. Right.
So we have like earlier mornings.
Mornings, right? I like earlier that.
Nighttime.
Now that my schedule is now being so early in the morning, I gotta do shit.
Right. Gonna have all that sunlight.
I'm cool with that.
I honestly don't like it though. At least at the head of it, like when we first transitioned into daylight savings. Yeah, it's dark at like 5 p.m.
So whack. That's just so whack, bro.
Oh my god,
that's just the wackest.
It usually lasts for a couple months, and then you see the slow fade of, all right, 6:30.
Okay, 6 o'clock.
Okay,
it's weird. The switch is weird.
It is weird. It's
like
gradual
8 o'clock
too.
And the sun is still out.
Yo, by the time that shit first hits, the sun's not going down until 9
That's
p.m.
the thing. I feel like
I
feel like when the time switches, it's gradual.
It's definitely a gradual
and then
thing.
Instantly 8 o'clock daylight. Like it's gradual, and you'll see the 6 o'clock, how you were saying,
right?
And then the next day, it's like the sun's out till 8 o'clock.
Yeah, and you're like,
what the fuck? Like, yeah, that's just crazy. Like,
I'm not a scientist, but I guarantee you it speeds up and slows down at some point.
I
feel like as soon as it's on the way down, it just is fast.
Shout out to all the scientists for that.
Yeah, shout out to all the scientists.
Like,
find a fucking cure for corona.
Like, I know, right? What the fuck?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, I mean, a cure probably won't be ready for. I'm wondering if COVID would even be a regular problem by the time they actually find a cure.
I think it's just gonna go away,
like everything else.
I think it's not gonna go away. I think we're just gonna ignore it. People are gonna be like, you know what? Fuck it.
I told you guys earlier, and obviously this dude shall remain nameless. But I had a homie who lives in a certain part of America, we'll say, and he lives in Atlanta, and he's telling me everything's open, shit is popping. Like, you can go out to the bars, to the clubs. People are masked up, but you can do anything right now.
I would not want to be a person like in the bar right now. I just can't imagine, like, not even knowing what people look like and you're meeting people every day.
My thing is that
That's what I'm
countertop,
saying.
dog. That countertop is mad dirty.
That countertop is probably gross.
You
but
hit the
yeah,
lean on the countertop. Oh,
meeting
got COVID.
meeting people. I'm gonna be like, yo, can you just pull your mask down just to make sure? I just want to make sure you're not ugly.
Honest, not even ugly. Just like, hey, can I know what you look like?
Exclusive.
Can we not just have like this human moment where we know what each other look like?
Yeah, no, for real. Because I've seen I've met people with a mask on, and then I seen their face after, and it was jarring. It was startling because you do design someone's face from the imprint on what they make on the mask if you've never met them prior. And sometimes even I'll like if I haven't seen your face in a while, I might have forgot what your face looks like, bro. If you hadn't pulled your face mask
you're
off.
like, yo.
That's the top of his head.
Yeah. Legit. So, I mean, I have, because, like, do people have masks on their Tinder profiles and shit? I wonder.
That would be so weird. Imagine if it was.
That was the dating show you said, though, the one time.
What if it was a requirement? Like, yo, if you don't have a profile pic with a mask on, we're gonna delete your profile.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, shit. We practice social distancing around here. You need to be wearing a mask in all your profile pics on Tinder.
Really, we need to be sending the right message.
And we like flag the ones.
Hell yeah. What else is fucking going on?
I wonder what Tinder is probably a sick place right now during COVID.
Yeah, I don't know how people are meeting people right now.
Dating must be tough. Sorry, single people.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Sorry, Sam.
Yeah, it's cool.
But ladies, know he is single.
Yeah.
Sin exclusive.
They don't want to hang out with me because I don't want to really hang out with anyone right now. I'm too paranoid.
It is kind of a weird thing.
When
do you think they're going to open up, like, amusement parks? Because I was thinking we're going to skip horror nights.
Movie theaters are opening up this weekend.
Oh, okay. You think they're going to start rolling out, like, fire movies?
70% of AMC movie theaters are open in America. And
that's a lot of movies.
Three of them are opening in California. 3 of those are in California.
Wait, you said 7 or 70?
70% of AMC theaters in America are opening. And I believe 3 of those theaters are in California. I think one of them's in San Diego. And then, I don't know what the other 2 are. But
you're telling me 70% of AMC is opening and we only have 3 in Cali?
Yeah, 3 of them that fall into that can probably, there's probably more in Cali.
Bro, I got 2 AMCs within 2 miles of my house.
Yeah, those ones probably don't have the proper, because there's like,
spacing?
Yeah, what they're doing is like
wow.
Not. So it'll probably eventually open, because like I looked back home in Boston, movie theaters have been open for over a couple weeks now, and back in Boston.
It's only a matter of time.
So everybody's gearing up for the new Christopher Nolan. Who did fucking that movie with what's his name? The fucking Tenet is the movie coming out right now.
Oh, the Tenet?
No, yeah, Tenet.
Yeah. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen the thing.
I've been seeing the poster of it.
Tenet. Yeah, it's Christopher Nolan. Christopher Nolan directed it. It looks like a fucking spin-off of it, the last movie he did with the other white guy.
It's getting good reviews, though.
It's getting good reviews for sure. It has like an Inception type of...
Oh, fuck, it comes out tomorrow.
Comes out tomorrow, and that's why it's a big deal, because movie theaters are opening.
That shit is sold out already.
They're specifically open. Well, yeah, because they're probably only filling the theaters to like 30% capacity. 40. Yeah. They're not filling it like normal. So yeah, it's probably crazy sold out. But I don't even think I'm gonna feel comfortable going to a theater yet. Honestly, yeah. I'm gonna just wait until.
I would be interested to see what the safety's like at the theaters.
But Mulan comes out tomorrow in fucking digital.
Are you buying it?
But I would have to get a Disney Plus subscription, and then I pay $30
on top of that.
Yeah,
it's only available on Disney.
Only available on Disney Plus,
They have trials though, don't they?
They do have a trial, so I'd have to get the trial. So I'm sure they're probably going to see the uptick in trials.
So many trials about to get, man.
And then
people have been saving the trial.
And then mad people copping it for $30 on top of that. And then mad people charge doing a chargeback on their card saying their shit was stolen.
Oh my god.
The scam.
The finesse.
Exclusive.
But no, I mean I can see a lot of people paying, but see that's the thing, like we'll be able to see the first week numbers for this movie Tenet. Disney's not gonna release those numbers for fucking how much Mulan does.
Do you think they're gonna make more money off streaming than they would in theaters?
I don't think it's actually possible because of the sheer you paying $30 and being able to put it on this 70-inch TV, nigga, for a room that you could legit fit 30
Honestly,
to 30 people
it'll
in.
be pirated very quickly.
100% that will, but I never really I give pirating the benefit of the doubt because not a majority of people aren't really tech savvy enough to even use streaming websites correctly.
Yeah.
You know? So I give it like a
The way I see it though, I think that right now streaming would do better than movie theaters. Like if it released in theaters
I think so too.
As opposed to streaming, just because think about how many more sales you would have digitally than
Trolls did.
But the movie theaters, like you said, are only opening to like 30%.
Exactly. So
there's not going to be that many tickets.
Trolls got their money back, but the movie was 10 times cheaper than Mulan. Mulan's budget is fucking bonkers.
Yeah, so
that's the reason why.
But
there's so many diehard Disney fans that like would never disrespect Disney and even buy a bootleg.
I understand that.
You know what I mean? Like,
so do those people
wait, actually
buy do those people buy Mulan again?
Tenet is $225 million budget.
Yeah.
Mulan budget is $200 million.
Yeah. So
that's
can you imagine $200 million on a movie?
That's the same.
No, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about Trolls, the movie Trolls.
What's Trolls?
Trolls is the Trolls World Tour movie. It's like a fucking animated movie.
For kids.
It's for kids.
Oh, the actual Trolls movie.
Yeah, so that was the first movie that was released digitally. That was a big deal. That was like, all right, this is the experiment. We're gonna release this movie digitally. I think that movie was like $20 or whatever.
In 2016.
It was what was that?
It was in 2016.
No. It released this year. The sequel released this year.
Oh,
It's called Trolls World Tour.
Let me see what that budget was. It was drum roll. Yo, we need a drum roll. That would be fucking fire. 153 mil.
153 mil.
Oh, it was 125 million and it grossed 153 million.
There you go. So it barely made its money back
domestically. And 346 million worldwide.
There you go. So it made bank. Off
of
digital.
Overseas.
It was a digital release overseas. That's the only thing I don't know because I think everything was shut down at that. This movie came out at the height of the pandemic, so everything was shut down. Movie was released digitally only. This didn't come out in theaters. So all the money you're seeing from it,
released April 10th. So we were deep in quarantine.
Everybody's deep in quarantine. So this was the first time they did an experiment and released a movie digitally. That was supposed to be a summer movie right there. Super
in the
poppin'.
theaters, huge.
If you go around right now, you would still see posters of this movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Like on Fairfax and shit.
Yeah.
And so the whole thing is with Tenet and Mulan is we're gonna see the comparison of this small release of theaters, or like the smaller theater ticket sales, and releasing a big movie digitally. Because I don't know. I wonder if people are just gonna bootleg Mulan.
I don't see it maybe doing that. I don't know.
Because I don't think Disney's gonna make it easy.
What about Amazon? They're gonna release it to Amazon eventually.
What, Mulan?
Yeah.
Mulan will be released everywhere eventually, but it will be only on Disney Plus.
They need that
for
bag.
as long as possible.
They're like, yo, let's milk.
Because how you said 250 mil?
Yeah, 250 mil. That's a lot of money to make back.
That's a ton of money
with no actual theaters.
So, and this is more expensive. I think Trolls was only $20 when it yeah, and exactly, no theaters, dude.
But if you're saying it's $39.99 or something for the rental,
$30 for the rental.
$30.
Yeah, $30
So
for the rental.
That's two people.
It's two people, but dude. If I rent that movie, I'm making that a night. Y'all niggas coming through. The whole team's coming through to watch Mulan.
Right.
Because if I want to see Mulan that bad, like,
to be honest though, I wouldn't pull up from. I don't know. Would I watch Mulan?
I'm not even trying.
I mean, it was just never a movie that I was like crazy in love with when I was young.
Honestly,
so like, I don't feel attached to it.
I didn't
see Lion King in theaters either. Like,
I didn't see Lion King either.
You know, so I can't like. I mean, so why would I buy if I wouldn't go in theaters? And I love Lion King.
Are you a Disney fan? I'm just
no.
I'm not
There's certain movies
that
there's certain movies that I fuck with. Like,
yeah.
Like Lion King I fuck with just because like it's just like it's like the motherland type movie. You know, it's a vibe.
Right.
Like, you know, it being in Africa and shit. But like Mulan, I didn't really. Only reason I fuck with it is because of Eddie Murphy being in the original one as a dragon. But that's the only thing. He's not even in this movie, or that character's not even in this movie. It's a lot more serious and like not the same type of movie. Like, so, and like I said, I wasn't even that big of a Mulan fan. So I don't know where the Mulan fans are at for this movie to be getting this type of hype. But I remember the McDonald's toys. They had a crazy McDonald's toys. They had this fucking the Szechuan sauce, nigga, the dipping sauce for McDonald's.
This is when the animated movie was out.
This is when the animated movie was out. So if you have a specific dipping sauce for McDonald's, then this is a big time movie.
Yeah,
this is a big time. If you have a dipping sauce for McDonald's, and it came back too, I think.
I can't.
The Szechuan sauce.
The Szechuan sauce.
Wait, did the spicy chicken nuggets drop?
Funny.
Spicy chicken nuggets still have not dropped. I don't know when they're dropping, but I'm waiting to see how people react.
I like to refer to chicken nuggets as a drop.
Yeah, they haven't dropped that shit.
That's so funny.
I just want to see how people are gonna react.
I hope they come out in sneaker shaped shoes.
Because McDonald's
Chicken
is always
nuggets.
like McDonald's is not like a place that's never like dead. So I wonder how they react if they drop spicy nuggets, our niggas gonna go crazy and like be running to McDonald's and it's gonna be.
If they make them spicy enough, they're gonna go for sure crazy.
With the sandwiches, people were crashing their cars and shit.
But here's the thing that's different about McDonald's than every other like fast food place that we're used to. There's tons of them everywhere, and they all handle heavy traffic.
Yo, it's crazy when you go to a McDonald's and you see proudly serving like 6 billion.
That's what I'm saying.
Whatever number.
So like when they drop something new, it might not be. It'll be a big deal, but you still might be able to just pull up and get them because once again, McDonald's are fucking everywhere. There's a McDonald's on almost every corner. So like if this busy, you can literally drive down the street and they're all handle heavy traffic.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to read this because it's blowing my mind right now.
TT Will exclusive.
It's estimated that McDonald's has served well over 300 billion hamburgers since its founding. But the company officially stopped keeping count somewhere around 1994.
Oh, shit.
What?
Goddamn. They stopped keeping track at 1994?
Wait. Which is why the restaurant signs either say... Wait. Sorry, you guys. I'm a little faded.
Nah, that's cool.
It says, which is why the restaurant signs say either... over 99 billion served or billions and billions served.
Oh my God.
I can't even fathom what that amount of hamburgers looks like. It's like an actual entire planet of hamburgers. Yeah, it's almost like a planet of hamburger. Like a hamburger planet. It's got to be.
End world hunger with that.
Like 10 million times over. Probably. Like probably a few billion times over.
And you know that meat never goes bad.
Yeah.
You've seen the videos.
Oh yeah, when the dude like kept it in like a
which really makes me feel like we are in a version of what's that movie with the train that goes fast in the cold?
Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
Fire.
I feel like McDonald's is like low key that.
Oh, you did like the roach jelly?
Yeah.
I mean,
that shit was fucking.
That's
nasty.
the thing. I just need to.
It's a version. It might not be roaches, but it's just probably nasty.
Because my whole thing about the roach jelly is, what did it taste like?
I think they were pretty miserable, so probably not good.
If you haven't seen this movie, watch it.
Chill.
I would recommend you watch it. It's on Netflix. It's amazing.
If you haven't seen it, we just ruined everything.
Movie.
It's intense as fuck. It's called Snowpiercer. But spoiler alert, the poor people in this movie are fed this protein jelly, which later on they find out is crunched up roaches.
I would fucking lose it.
And
if we're rebelling, let's go. Let's get these motherfuckers, because
it's a riot.
Yeah,
but I mean,
that's hands.
Niggas was going crazy when they found a stash of them. Niggas was going crazy. Remember when they found the fucking plate of them?
Yeah.
And then the other homie found out what they were, and he's like, "Don't even let these niggas know that."
And that's symbolism. That's more so symbol. Yeah,
dude, my mind is blown right now. I feel like I'm so high. I just had a realization that in that movie, at the end of it, there's a child.
Are we spoiling?
Full spoiler alert.
Full spoiler alert. I already said that before. I said that
Fast
before.
forward even more.
Yeah.
No, like when the kid's in there, that's like literally like everything that they're doing, this revolution, like they're like, fuck it, we're fighting for it. And then like literally it's like they're sucking the life of a child.
Yeah.
And like that's literally everything.
That movie's the definition of like full circle type shit. It's full circle. And I feel like most people who are listening to this podcast right now probably have already seen Snowpiercer.
Such a good movie.
At least anyone who I put onto this podcast for sure has seen Snowpiercer.
I'm going to watch that. We need to go. We need to hurry. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
There is a sequel to Train to Busan too. If you guys seen Train to Busan?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
There's a sequel. I haven't watched it either, but I hear it's pretty intense.
The first one was ill.
First one was sick. I do fuck with Train to Busan. That's just crazy.
She hasn't seen it, but I've been telling her she needs to watch it. It's literally crazy.
Train movies, huh? Yeah. Like how boring, but how like a
I want to go on a train somewhere though.
The trains just be like, something about a train is like boring but exciting at the same time.
I've always just wanted to jump on one of them shits when I see it. I'm like, yo, what if I just hopped on and just
remember when we were
Olivia used to do that
just a couple weeks ago when we were driving to El Mirage and we drove by and the train, the empty.
You would hop on that shit.
The torn. Remember? Did we drive by? We drove by a train.
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, no, I felt like that train was going slow enough where
if you could jump on that shit,
we could, but you'd have to run. You have to like start running before you jump on that shit.
I got a pretty good little sprint.
Yeah, you have to get the running start. I would have been down, but that's the thing. You don't know where that train's going to take you.
I mean, if you know the general, I mean, you could look it up now. It would probably be really easy to travel by train, like if you just like hopped on them.
I feel
but they make stops, and you're definitely not allowed to do that.
I feel like that could be, but also not true. That could be, but maybe not. Because I don't know. I feel like is that.
I mean, one of my friends, probably.
I mean, I guess on a maps you can just follow the train.
One of my friends, she used to do it. She was like a crust punk kid living in Georgia.
She would just ride trains?
Yeah, her and her friends would like hop on trains and go places and like not shower for like 3 days.
That's pretty fucking crazy.
That sounds righteous.
It sounds like righteous is the exact definition of that experience.
Yeah, that's the perfect word.
I'd also be scared of getting run over by the train, but like run under it while I'm trying to.
Dude, one of my homies got hit by a train.
Wait, would they bring food and just chill on the train?
I think probably like in a knapsack.
Because you can't really get off the train.
You can't. Yeah. You just gotta be ready to hop off, and you got
3 days is a long time.
Tuck and roll. You got to tuck and roll.
Well, I think they would like go places and like hop off and like party and like get back on.
You got to hop off. You got to tuck and roll. Jump into some bushes. Yeah.
Oh, and then
it's kind of badass, honestly.
Catch another one coming.
I guess. I don't know how train life is.
I feel like that would not work in LA. I've never seen a person on a train just like chilling.
I definitely haven't seen.
I'm sure it happens.
I've seen homeless dudes riding the train.
You know, I seen a homeless person in LAX today.
I seen a homeless person like riding the seat, like when I got on the train, like that type of.
That's not the same.
It's not the same? It's not the same? Oh, it's not, doesn't count? Yeah.
Kristen, you're saying you saw someone, a
homeless person in LAX digging in the trash.
That seems pretty normal.
Yeah, I feel like that's
in
very
normal. LAX,
that's
really?
That sounds like par for the course.
But truly.
What level of homeless was he?
Homeless.
Like rags?
Like rags.
That shit is so sad, dude. Like, when you see a homeless person and you just know that they have it a lot more rough than other ones, because I feel like some homeless people just aren't in their right mind. So it makes it a lot harder for them to, function.
Man, they need to get housing for these homeless people in LA immediately. And, like, there's so many empty places right now.
So
they need to put them somewhere.
Yeah, the weather's just too nice. They're not pressed like that. Like in the East Coast.
Driving through downtown though is pretty intense.
It's not good for the environment. Like it's not good for LA as a whole.
Row,
there's
like,
gotta
should not be what it
there's
is.
gotta be change from the top. There's gotta be someone in the top who really is like. There's gotta be someone with money who either wants that area, or wants to really help for it to change, because it has to come from the top. The people with the bread, the people who have the money, they're the ones who really are changing things in the background.
Do you think social media influencers or even artists, do you think that if they did something to help the homeless population, like that would make a change?
I don't think they honestly don't have the bread to. They don't like the type of money I'm talking about is the money that pays those niggas.
Man, LA homelessness is so crazy, dude.
The niggas who be paying TikTokers, the niggas who be paying rappers, those dudes, those are the higher ups. That's the kind of like level of bread you need to kind of change that, because it's like that's the kind of power, that's the kind of money that comes with like that kind of power, where you're like, yo, we need to, like in Boston or on the East Coast in general, there's shelters. Granted, they have to be in place because of the change in weather and so those things are like built into the system, because there'd be people dying left and right, homeless people dying left and right, and that still happens. It's not like it doesn't happen, because there's tons of homeless people who don't end up in shelters at night all the time in Boston.
Do we have housing in Los Angeles?
No,
we have some,
but it's not really even guaranteed. Like in Boston, if you're, regardless of how homeless you are, if you're like responsible enough to go and get the help, you can get the help. Granted, they kick you out in the morning so that you aren't just laying on your ass. You go look for a job and shit like that. But if you are on it, and like the system itself, it can, if you take advantage of it, you can go from being a homeless person in the street to having an apartment to yourself.
Pursuit of Happiness. Great
100%,
movie.
100%. But that's not I say out here, it doesn't seem like I don't see the infrastructure to really, and in Boston, it's not perfect. It's definitely not perfect. But like, if you're self-aware and like focused enough, you can take advantage of it. I don't know if it's like that out here. Like, I don't see it.
Man, it's just gotten a lot crazier in Los Angeles. I feel like it's out of hand.
It definitely is. And
it's going to be, like you said, it's going to take the higher ups. Because
definitely.
At this point, dude, we have thousands of homeless people.
You're going to see a change instantly when the people who when people who have the bread want the area that they're in. So downtown, Skid Row, all that will eventually become prime real estate, because the downtown area where people live right now is just going to continue to grow, and it's going to grow outward, grow outward, grow outward.
It can be so amazing down there. Oh, so incredible.
It will. No, it will be.
Yeah,
it's going to be. When you guys, by the time you guys, it'll happen. And it's funny. It'll probably happen like when you guys are like at that age of like having kids and like you're like whoa, you remember Skid Row? It's gonna come out. They're gonna come out with some cool fucking The Row. They're gonna be like The Row. It's gonna be called The Row or something, or
like
Skid
chic.
City. Yeah,
Skid City. There's a clothing brand that's like Skid Row.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I could totally see it called Skid City. Welcome to Skid City.
Oh my god.
Sounds like a high school.
And it's gonna be dumb expensive to live down there.
Skid City College.
Yeah. Welcome to The Row.
I can't.
Yeah, I guarantee you.
It's not like The Hills.
Yeah, it's definitely it's because it happens everywhere, dude. Happens in it happened in Boston.
Yeah, hopefully they just help the people that are living there.
Nah, they just kick you out, dude. They just kick you out. And I mean, you see right now, it's already happened in other parts of downtown where you'll see homeless people just chilling on the street.
And this is why we are where we are, because people just don't love each other, man. What are we doing to each other?
They don't care about it at all.
I was downtown, and I seen, like, right next to one of the nicest fucking high rises, the dude just laid, like, literally laying out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, when you see people just laid out on the sidewalk, it's
just laid out.
Man.
Nigga looked comfortable as fuck.
Face down?
Man.
Didn't have a pillow, a blanket. He was face down in the dirt pile that the tree is planted in.
Bro, he definitely sounds like he was knocked out, unconscious. This
nigga was knocked, but he wasn't.
I don't think he was comfortable.
This nigga looked comfortable. Nigga looked incredibly comfortable because it's the like for you to be able to sleep. When buses and shit is driving by you, you're not allowed to buses, nigga.
Bro, that's drugs. That's not sleep, bro. He is high on drugs.
That's a crash.
Oh shit! Like, yeah, it's bonkers. It's bonkers. So, man. I don't know. I feel like there's not much LA's gonna be able to do about the homeless population. Honestly,
they just have to put them in housing. That's it. They have to give them somewhere to go.
I don't know, because I don't know why everyone who's homeless is homeless. I feel like everyone who's homeless is homeless.
What are they going to do? Kill them? Shoot them? Like ship them away?
Well, no, I just say everyone. I feel like everyone who is homeless is a lot of times homeless for a wide variety of reasons. So some of them are fixable. Some of them aren't fixable. Some of them don't want the help that you could offer them. Some of them aren't mentally capable of even acknowledging the help that you could give to them.
No, I know. But like they still have to have like a place for the other ones to go so that those people are, you know, the few.
Yeah. So essentially there would always be a level of homeless people is what you're saying.
Yeah, it would be like, yeah. Because there is. Yeah. I mean, I've seen people like 3 days into homelessness, like they probably are going to bounce back. Like they might have only slept outside twice.
Just think about, there's a large group of people who not only are homeless, but choose to and enjoy being homeless.
Yeah, it probably could be a vibe to live in LA and like...
I've seen homeless people happy as hell.
Dude, living in LA, being homeless, is a doable thing.
And you don't have to pay taxes.
I feel like all of Los Angeles isn't far from homelessness, like in an instance.
Oh yeah, most people are like just like living check to check type shit.
That's why everyone, it's the exodus. Everyone is leaving.
That's literally like 80% of it.
They thought they were going to get their money after you were going to kick them out after 3 months.
The thing is, I don't know if they're leaving like New York people are leaving, because even though shit is shut down and all that, there's still a ton to do out here. We still got beaches.
If I'm homeless, I'm definitely chilling by the beach.
Oh, dude. I got my tan is popping.
Yo, there's
even as fuck.
There's actually a homeless woman. She I swear I've seen her like 3 or 4 times on PCH. She literally just walks around in the median with no shirt on.
I'm with it.
I feel like I've seen a naked woman out there once.
Yeah, and I was just like, I saw it once and I was like, oh shit. And then I saw it the second time, I was like, all right, this is a normal thing. What is happening? Like, why is this, like, no one's everyone's just driving by. I'm like tripping out. I'm like, yo, it's kind of crazy right now.
Hell yeah. And then she seen it again. It was like, let's get it.
No, she definitely looks angry. Anytime I've seen her, she's like, she just looks angry and she's walking around.
Or the toasted titties.
So seeing an angry woman with her shirt off is just like really alarming, I guess. Especially when you're in bumper to bumper traffic. Right?
This seems very like a glitch like, in the Matrix.
Yo, that is like left field as fuck. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you might have to.
Fucking L.
You might have to honk at those because she might want.
I'm not gonna honk at her because she looks angry.
She probably wants you to, because you ain't honking. It was a honk if you're horny.
I'm disgusted by you.
A honk if you're horny.
I'm disgusted.
Oh shit. Side note, because I seen it on the fucking topics. Apparently the FBI investigating the nigga flying in a jetpack.
Oh my god, what's going on?
So I'm hearing was
it Elon Musk?
I'm hearing some reports that it's real, but I'm also hearing, because it kind of coincides with the announcement of Disney saying season 2 of The Mandalorian is dropping October 30th.
So you think that they paid?
No, maybe. I don't know.
Or that they have someone flying
or
around
that
in a
this story's
jetpack?
leaked, or I don't know. They're I seen the blogs just talk, or not blogs, but like
I don't know the premise
chat was talking
of
about
Mandalorian. Well, I know that it's Star Wars related. It's Boba Fett or something, right?
Well, yeah, and Boba Fett flies around with a jetpack.
Yeah, but I mean,
and this is 2020 we're talking, and you know the type of pub companies be doing nowadays.
You think it was publicity?
I wouldn't. Once again, I would never rule anything out. Did you guys see that shorty who was like saying she got kidnapped and directing people to her OnlyFans to pay money so that
what?
Yeah, she put makeup on and
made it look like she was being kidnapped and
oh my god.
Yeah, and directed people to her OnlyFans, but then it was for like a good cause for like sex trafficking and shit. But like the way she went about it, because
that seems like a really bad.
It was just really bad because she's like followed by a ton of people. She's like a popular model, and she like did a video of like her like saying like I'm kidnapped. They're in the other room. They want my money. Like please send money.
Low key though, I mean it's still a positive result that their money went to like something good, but I guess it's like getting tricked.
100% is getting tricked.
And it's kind of making. I feel like that's not.
But you're giving the money away. Like but I guess it just depends on what kind of person she genuinely is.
That's
it seems tasteless. Yeah.
It seems like whoever like idea that was, their team was just not.
It was her idea.
Yes, man.
It was what?
It was her idea. The girl who did it, her idea apparently, and her and the owner of the company that she was doing it for, the like sex trafficking company, got into this fucking beef on the internet, and yeah, it was fucking stupid. Just because of like them airing out their laundry so publicly about shit like that, but
man.
It did go to a good cause, so at the end of the day, like I guess you really can't be mad at it.
Because ultimately, you were trying to save somebody.
Yeah.
So it's still
just weird. Don't do videos like that. Don't send me to your OnlyFans to donate.
Not OnlyFans,
especially
for sure.
That's definitely not the right platform.
Yeah, if it was a different platform, it could be much better.
I guess low key it is apparently, like it is as far as their customer acquisition, interaction, like how they take the payments and how you can track the pay, all that shit, all the back end shit, all the information you get. In that regard, yeah, it's a good idea to send them through your OnlyFans to charge.
Why? Because you get less tax or something?
The tax breaks might be better. The payout is definitely faster. I know that for certain. You get paid out fast with
But they
OnlyFans.
changed it.
They did change it with Bella. Well, they changed it for the change they did was for new users. So you have to be with the account for a certain amount of time because Lena the Plug came out and said her payout is still the same on OnlyFans. And,
who's that?
Adam 22's girlfriend. She's a porn star.
The one from the video?
No Jumper?
No Jumper?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a porn star. Yeah, she's the one from the video. She's pregnant now.
Oh, okay. Nicki Minaj is also pregnant, which
I know. It seems kind of quiet for a pregnancy, though. You think they would kind of like be all over it and the paparazzi?
No, they're probably trying to stay out of the way. The world is sad. Like, being pregnant right now is honestly probably really hard because you like your child can literally become schizophrenic if you endure too much stress during a pregnancy.
Shout out Fern. He just had a baby.
Hey.
Oh yeah, shout out Fern.
You just got to be surrounded with love, and like turn the media off.
Little baby boy Oliver.
Little Ollie.
Ollie.
So sweet.
Yeah. It's super quiet for Nicki as far as like I wonder if she's gonna have a boy or a girl. That's what I'm wondering. Like that's a big deal. Cause it means if she has a girl,
I think she's having a girl.
That's a lot. If she has a girl, that's a lot as a girl to. I mean, Beyonce's daughter. What's Beyonce's daughter name again?
Blue Ivy.
Blue Ivy. She's got a lot of like big. I won't say big shoes to fill, but she's got like a big mom. Like,
oh yeah.
Like. I wonder what it's like being a female and having like a big mom like that.
I guess it just depends how your mom is. Like I'm sure that Beyonce makes it like normalizes what her experience is.
Like Kanye's kids are fucking good, because Kim's is like a big mom, but she's not really big for anything specific. So like you can do anything and really just surpass her, like as far as like what she's
done, like accomplishments.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, now she's accomplished a lot.
I mean, the getting niggas out of jail thing is cool. Like I'm never gonna knock that or like hate on it or whatever. But like I'm not gonna give you a ton of fucking points for like using your richness to get help out poor people. Like that's kind of like. It's something you should just always just be. Man.
I feel that.
But what Kanye said in that interview, talking about like people just like, you don't do things.
Speaking of, let's get to that interview. That was a big deal.
Yeah.
That kind of came out of left fucking wing, dude.
For the listeners who haven't seen it yet, Nick Canon just did a sit down with Kanye. I wouldn't call it an interview because, like you said, Sam, he wasn't really asking.
It was mostly which I appreciate, honestly.
I feel like that's 90% of Kanye interviews, though. He's always he just keeps going.
Yeah, which I love. I love that because
I feel like he gives everyone watching a glimpse into his life when he just starts name dropping and like talking about his experiences and shit.
He only gives people what he thinks they can handle, like, for that moment. Like, here's this bit of information, here's this bit of information.
I was pleasantly surprised with this bit of, like, talking because it didn't have any of your normal Kanye fuckery in it, really. He didn't really say anything that pissed me, though. Like, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like normally he always will like in the middle or end say something. Even when he did his like election speech when he was talking and he had an invest and shit, that whole shit was what like
I feel like he was out of his element there.
He might have been, and that might have been that when you look at it a lot of times when he does say dumb shit, he is out of his element. Like when he was on TMZ, that's Kanye out of his element. Like why are you on TMZ doing interviews when you hated these people for so long? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and I think that's where like the emotion comes from. It's like that being in this new place and like, oh, and all of this is now coming back to me.
Yeah. So he didn't really say anything too crazy that I was like, oh, Kanye being fucking Kanye again. But yeah, I thought the interview the whole interview was pretty good as far as like. The Gap information was fucking amazing, dude. That shit was so solid. Like what he said about like being in the airport, seeing a nigga in the airport with Roshis on and being like, yo,
man,
I need to replace that shoe. And then in a year or so, everyone's in a fucking airport wearing fucking 350s. Like, fuck.
Yeah, that is.
He did that.
That's real.
That's fire.
He legit did that. He replaced the airport shoe. Niggas is traveling in 350s all day, every day.
Roshis were popping.
Roshis were pop. That
was my favorite shoe.
They're Nike's number 2 selling shoe ever. Is the Roshis. Sense. The fucking other shoe, the fucking other dad shoe. Monarch's the number 1.
Monarchs are popping still.
I mean, hey,
they came back.
They got the legacy. They've been around for when you. Look how long McDonald's has been around. When you've been around for that long,
imagine the Monarch becoming like the new Air Jordan 1 and people are just geeked off.
I don't know if that'll ever happen. That'd be insane. I can't see. And Kristen can pull off Mash it.
What if they reconstructed the Monarch?
I don't know if Kristen can. I don't think you can even.
She might be able to pull off
Monarchs?
Bro, she might be able to pull off.
I'm just not really into it though. Yeah. I don't want to pull it off.
Yeah.
Like, that's cool if someone else wants to pull it off, but I'm good.
Yeah, I'm not fucking copping a pair of Monarchs.
I have big feet. I can't be wearing super big shoes. My feet look like ocean liners.
Yeah. I mean, the Monarch's just not very attractive. But it's great to mow lawns in. Niggas be mowing lawns in them shits.
Word. Generations of lawn mowing shoes.
100%.
You can just always continue to go get the same exact pair.
The lawnmower. It does kind of look like a lawnmower.
But it got me excited for the Gap shit.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I feel you.
I'm excited to see what that shit look like.
It was dope to hear Kanye talk about being a billionaire.
Yeah. I wonder what... I don't understand why they...
Snubbed him on that?
Did he do something that... Or didn't do something? Did he not play nice with them?
Probably.
For them to snub him? That's what I didn't get from it. It was like... Because he kept saying that they snubbed him twice or something like that. Which it makes sense if you had this amount of money, then they snub you, then all of a sudden you're just... at that point in the list.
Because why would they put everybody else in there? Because they put a lot of people in there.
Yeah, they do. Exactly. They put a lot of people in that list. And why would they leave Kanye, whose name draws eyes on the magazine, to the list? I'm wondering, did he not play nice?
No, he probably didn't do anything wrong at all.
And he brought up the Taylor Swift thing again.
That was like short. The little diss shit he said about the...
I didn't think it was a diss, though.
I didn't even know her name.
I didn't know who
she was. So what did he say?
He low-key dissed her. He low-key dissed her. There was a few shots fired her way.
Well, I mean, if you look back, like, what did she even win for? And then I'm like...
Yeah, no one knows what song she won for.
Single Ladies is Single Ladies.
And I think most people would argue Kanye...
I think that's what his point was, is that the song wasn't as known as Single Ladies.
That's the thing. Most people will... most people... What were you saying?
I'm saying because, like, him saying that about Taylor, like, he didn't know her.
Yeah.
Maybe to someone watching that award show.
Yeah.
Just because, like, no one really knows the song that she won for. Single Ladies was a huge hit, bro.
Yeah, of course.
And I think that's his whole thing, is that he's probably just thinking that it's another snub situation.
Yeah, when he did it, I mean, I'm sure that's what he was thinking. And
he was also lit.
Yeah, he was lit as fuck. That was his Amber Rose days. Oh but I think the thing that most people would say is, like, obviously, Kanye, you're right. Like, Single Ladies is a better song. So what? Like, she didn't fucking win, nigga. Like,
and that's the thing about award shows, is that even it's all opinion.
It's all opinion,
and that's also Kanye's opinion. So at the end of the day, you can't get mad at.
I mean, I'm glad he did it. It made it way more interesting to watch compared to just Taylor Swift going on stage saying her acceptance speech.
I don't think anyone's ever done that at an
at
award
all. Show. You know, so I think that's why it was just like fucking hilarious.
And I don't think Kanye... I wonder if he knew what he was doing when he did that.
I don't think so.
I think he was just reacting out of, like...
This nigga came on stage, took the mic, and was like, there's no way this nigga knew what he was doing.
He was just genuinely upset.
He shrugged after. He was like... And then gave her the mic, and she was just left there with on stage with the reward. Yeah, that's just fucking hilarious. And then later that show...
I need to rewatch this.
Later that same show, Jay-Z and Alicia Keys are performing New York, one of the greatest just like songs ever.
They had to make it the national, or not the national, but the state anthem.
And at the end of it, Little Mama just walks up on stage to just join in of the celebration of the song New York.
Really?
Yeah, y'all don't remember that VMAs? No. This VMAs was like one of the most ridiculous VMAs ever. That's why it was super crazy.
That's kind of lit though. That she was like, "Hey."
Like, of all people though, Little Mama walked up on stage, and at the end of the song, because the way the stage like jutted out into the crowd, you have Alicia Keys and Jay-Z wanting to like strike a pose at the end of the song, and like you got them doing it, and then just Little Mama just standing right there, like.
She was just standing really there.
She walked up on stage.
She wasn't dancing or anything?
She was dancing and shit, but she wasn't even a part of the whole thing.
I didn't watch.
She said, I gotta go catch a vibe.
Yeah, she did. That's how she explained it after. She caught a vibe. And this is like the start. This is like low-key. I wonder what VMAs this was, because this is like the start of like that era of like the Twitter era, the fucking social media era.
Viral moments.
Yeah, because that was super fucking viral. There was memes everywhere. She did a Breakfast Club interview after and was like crying her eyes out because they were destroying her for that shit. Lil Mama still has never lived that down. But yeah, if you type in the fucking Lil Mama perform or Jay-Z,
Lil Mama performance.
Jay-Z, Alicia Keys, Lil Mama, the photo is wild. Of all three of them on stage.
I'm dead.
Yeah, you just see Jay-Z just like wanting to just like kick her ass off the stage.
He looks so upset.
Yeah, dude, this is Jay-Z.
Kristen, you gotta see it.
This is Jay-Z.
I was gonna Google it.
Jay-Z, one of literally the biggest artists.
Can I zoom it?
Oh yeah, look at. This is the VMAs.
Why would she go up there?
Jay-Z is mad upset.
And this is the time when niggas actually watch the like. I'm sitting at home my Sunday was like watching that Sunday I was like amped watching the VMAs.
That's funny.
No one
watching the
cares
red carpets, seeing Kanye and this white chick with a fatty, like, and short hair on the red carpet. I'm like, who is this chick? Like,
Amber Rose.
That's what I'm saying. This is before, like, because now you see a chick, you can just look on the gram and find this chick in like 2 fucking seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't know who the fuck this chick was. Mind you, I didn't even really like talk to white girls like that. And now I see the Kanye with this white chick, short hair and a fat ass, and he's fucking drinking fucking Hennessy out the bottle on the red carpet. And then later on going on stage telling this other white chick that she ain't got shit compared to Beyonce. I'm like, yo, this is the fucking wildest fucking award show ever. Fuck the Grammys. I'm watching the Grammys after that like, yo, this shit is boring as fuck.
Because didn't he lick her head at that VMA too?
Who, Amber Rose?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Oh, is that where that photo comes from?
Maybe.
I think so.
I remember the photo of Kanye licking.
I wanted those designs in that nigga's head that he had in his head.
Yeah, right?
I wanted them that haircut.
Oh my God, his haircut now says 2020.
Oh, it does?
Yeah, you could see it in the
funny.
video.
That's funny. Yeah, I mean, to go back to the interview was cool.
That's the photo of Kanye licking her head.
Oh, yeah. That was around the time. That wasn't the award show, but that was just around the time when he was fucking with her. That's because that's that haircut.
Isn't that Terry Richardson? I think that might be.
Yeah, that's the Terry Richardson photographer photo right there.
Sorry, guys. Fucked up the audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, to piggyback off what you said, Kristen, I am extremely high as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but no, the interview was good. I'm excited for Gap, all the Kanye Gap shit gonna drop.
We haven't even really dived into any of these topics.
Yeah, and we've been talking though, because we don't really need to all sometimes. Sometimes the topics just come to us.
That's facts.
You know what I'm saying?
It is kind of crazy though that ASAP Ferg is allegedly kicked out of ASAP.
Whoa! I forgot to.
We have a new update.
We do have an.
What's
update.
going on? I need to hear this shit.
Where did it find? I just seen this update.
I wanted to put the drops.
Where is this update? Fuck. Hold on.
Mans talks about update has no update.
I guess to fill people in on what originally happened, it looked like Ferg had gotten kicked out of ASAP Mob, which is kind of crazy.
I don't see any update, bro.
Hold on, where's the fucking?
I love ASAP Ferg.
Because ASAP Yams, not ASAP Yams, ASAP. What's his fucking name? ASAP Nas.
It was Nas that said it?
ASAP Nas said it's extremely embarrassing and unnecessary for it to happen the way it did, but it did, and this will always be taken care of the right way. Good night, y'all. Disputes happen in families all over the world every day. Trap Lord was not and will not be kicked out of ASAP. False news. Everyone go home now. ASAP forever.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas is gonna fight.
They were just beefing and took it to
I just thought niggas was just fighting. Like, there's no way like niggas is gonna like really kick ASAP Ferg out of ASAP. Like, niggas ain't gonna go out corny like that, I don't think.
Yeah.
These niggas is too real. Like, I've invested too much like real nigga energy into fucking with these dudes for them to go out corny like that.
All I gotta say though is, where's ASAP Rocky, man? He's not really dropping.
I feel like this year's a dub for everyone, so like I can't really be like, where's anyone right now, just because like this year is like fucking trash.
But if you're not in the studio working,
then you just laying low.
He was on set at the ASAP Nas music video.
Rocky.
Oh, a recent one?
Yeah.
I mean,
so whenever that was made, he was
I would hope so,
out.
though.
A recent video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocky better be in the videos, man.
Yeah.
It's like in the like edited like end parts.
I feel like he's just laying low, just like everyone else, just waiting for this year to just kind of like
die out.
Yeah. The end of the year isn't gonna bring an end to the craziness, though.
No, I don't think the end of the. I don't think the end of the year.
New wave of energy.
Just new wave of energy, or just like a way to make bread in this time when no one can perform anywhere, no one can go anywhere in the areas where people go places. Because like Cali shut down, New York shut down. That's where a lot of niggas make money, doing shows and shit and working, and so.
I wonder what taxes are going to be like this year. Should be interesting.
Very interesting.
Like how much you get back?
all that, yeah. Or if they're going to extend it.
I wonder too. Because
it should be interesting.
A lot of people out of work.
They're like, there's your third stimulus.
We ain't even got the second yet. Where the fuck is the second at?
Yeah, you talking about third.
I was looking it up, and I don't really even know if we're going to be getting it.
Yeah, I don't see it happening.
Wait, a teacher got fired for having Black Lives Matter in the classroom?
Like what, written on the board? Written on the board or something?
Where Olivia went to school, actually. She went to the same middle school.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Just because they had it hanging in the background of the Zoom class. And then some of the children, and like to rebel, they put change their name to BLM or Black Lives Matter. And they got kicked out of all their classes for doing it.
Damn.
I mean, schools don't mind being racist, it seems like. And there's no one holding schools accountable for any type of racism like that.
I experienced racism in school, and I had to switch schools when I was in kindergarten.
I mean, what?
Yeah, bro. I was in kindergarten. My sister was a little bit older than I was, and I think she was in the 2nd or 3rd grade. And some kid said that she was dirty because she was dark skin.
Yeah.
Said that her skin was dirty, and my mom went to the principal super upset, and the principal straight up said, she was like, well, your daughter's she's gonna have to deal with that her whole life, so you better just get used to it. Mom was like, what the fuck?
Whoa.
Yeah, we left that school immediately, right after that. 2 days later, or I think my sister didn't go back to school. Got transferred. Fuck that school.
That shit's wild, bro.
Yeah, man.
Fuck that.
Racism is real.
Man.
It's the worst.
But not to end the podcast on racism.
No. Let's move to something a little more special. I mean, let's hit some music real quick.
Let's talk about some of the new shit. I mean, I'm excited for this Big Sean project.
To be totally honest, even though I love the fact that Nipsey's on it, that new song is just not. I just don't really.
I kind of liked it.
Rock with it too much. I like the song, but I just don't really listen to it.
Did you check out the track list? He's got some cool features on it.
Yeah, I can't tell where he's going with it, because even the song with Nipsey is kind of it's not like a song that it's oh, it's got a nice bop. It's just kind of
I think he put that out because he had to.
I mean, he's got Thugger, he's got Ty Dolla $ign, Hit Boy, Travis Scott.
Yeah, I wonder where he's going with this album.
Lil Wayne.
I just feel like he was talking about suicide and shit in it.
Yeah,
so I feel like that's very relative, and it felt hopeful. So somebody needs that, and I think that's why he put that out. I have a lot of hope for this. I love Big Sean.
It sounded like an album cut. It sounded like a song that maybe works well where it's placed on the album, in correlation to the song that comes before it and that comes after it. But
he has 21 songs.
That's a lot of music too.
That's a lot of songs.
I don't really like 21 song albums or really long albums. I'm not the biggest fan.
I do like that the 21st track it's called Still I Rise, and it's got Dom Kennedy on it.
Dom.
I love Dom, man.
That's gonna be fire.
The album art's sick.
Yeah, I really enjoy it.
I like the cover art.
That rose is super
The Weeknd song that with fucking what's this nigga's name?
Juice WRLD?
No.
Is that song good?
Yeah, no, that's not what I was talking about though.
Who put Internet Money on here?
Yeah, they just dropped the project. They dropped the album. It's pretty hard.
It's good?
Yeah, or he just dropped an album. I don't know why I said they. Internet Money is, I don't know if it's they. It's just one person. I know it's a producer. I don't know if it's a producer group, or I know they produce. So every song is a different. Every song is pretty much a different artist, but Trippie Redd's all over it. Juice WRLD's on a couple songs. 24K Golden's on a couple songs. Wiz is on a song. Tekka's on a song.
I guess it's a group.
Is it a group of producers?
It's a collective comprised of Grammy-nominated producers such as Nick Mara, JT Hitmaker. Oh, is it just them?
Is it just two dudes?
Wait, no. Definitely not. we're gonna have to come back to that. I don't know much about them, so I'm gonna check them out.
The project's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And I was talking about Calvin Harris and The Weeknd just released a new song. It's Calvin Harris' song, I guess. I don't know.
Is it good?
It's fucking fire. It's called Over Now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So Bob, Summer Bob.
Calvin Harris has some good production.
He just released a Bob. Fucking Ty Dolla $ign just released a Bob. The expensive
Another
shit.
one?
Oh, yeah. It's got Nicki on it. Yeah, it's just hard as fuck. Yeah.
I gotta listen to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's just a heavy Bob, that Ty Dolla $ign shit. At first I was like, yeah. I kind of, because I want some like horses in a stable type Ty Dolla $ign right now.
I really like that. Oh, not to cut you off.
No, do it.
Not to cut you off, but to cut you off. I like how Snoop Dogg's making a comeback.
Oh, you seen that NBA YoungBoy song he did?
I haven't seen that, but just in general, I feel like he's I mean, not to say he ever really fell off.
I wouldn't say he fell off. He just backed off.
Yeah, he did his YouTube thing with is it GGN or something?
Yeah. The little network thing you got.
Yeah, which is actually pretty dope.
That's just fire.
Yeah, they
have smart.
Smart and fire.
I never really watched too many episodes. So I don't know like what his interview skills are like.
I haven't either, but
in depth interviews or
I don't know if it's in depth interviews, but the production value of the show is like pretty solid.
Yeah, I would always see like clips on Instagram and shit, like funny clips or whatever. But yeah, NBA YoungBoy just released a song featuring Snoop Dogg, and it's fire.
That is pretty fire.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I know the Nicki Minaj song you're talking about. I had to look up the song. I was like, wait, which one?
Hold on, which one?
Where she's like, you didn't fuck me, you fucked the old body. Something about Nicole.
It's a Ty Dolla $ign featuring Nicki Minaj.
Yeah. I'm a five star bitch. Give a fuck about her.
We don't know.
Maybe.
That's it. I looked at the lyrics. That's it.
Yeah, the verse sounds super.
I'm telling you, that is it.
Plug no socket. She doesn't say something about plug no socket in it.
Let me check.
Yeah.
Yo, Carol Baskin was on Dancing with the Stars.
I'm done with America.
She's going to be on Dancing with the Stars, but that's why I put it on.
I would like to leave.
How the fuck is Carol Baskin's a star? Get the fuck out of here, Dancing with the Stars. Suck my dick. Dancing with the Stars.
She killed her husband.
She's not a fucking star.
ABC.
Who says she's a fucking star? The fuck out of here.
Did you watch the doc?
Yeah, I watched that shit. She's not a fucking star. She's not a star.
She's a murderer.
Why would I want to watch her on my phone?
I've never actually watched Dancing with the Stars.
That's why I don't watch that corny
it's really
ass
weird.
shit.
My mom
Fuck
watches
the
that.
producers of that show. She ain't no fucking star. Get her the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy because she's actually a murderer.
Yeah. Definitely murdered her husband.
Definitely 100%. Should be in jail.
Definitely murdered. Definitely toss that nigga to the fucking Tigers.
Man.
And even if, she's not a star, bro. Like, even if she didn't kill us, she's not a, like.
She's a monopolizer.
If you look at everyone else on that show who's like on this season of Dancing with the Stars, you're like, why is she there? She's not a
talking
star.
Point.
She was in a documentary, and so you put someone who's like.
They put Carol Baskin on Dancing with the Stars, season 7009.
Trash ass show. Yeah, we don't even watch that shit anyways.
Oh, Amazon Amazon got approved
they got approved
for their flight license.
Yeah, they can drop off packages.
I'm trying to see
drone.
a package.
I'm trying to steal that drone.
Wait, how high do you think the package drops from? Or you think it lands?
I think it lands. It lands completely.
Bro, someone could definitely just... but
how
people
expensive?
can take packages now, so...
Exactly.
What's to stop them from...
Yeah, and at the end of the day, the whole system of just like... I feel like it's just a constant system of, nigga, I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to get caught type of fear.
That's why you don't.
That's just keeping people from doing crime right now. Or just in general, just more and more and more. Because, you have packages that are being dropped off in neighborhoods that are mad nice, and the cops don't necessarily patrol these areas, but no crime happens in these areas.
I wonder if it's going to deliver to your house or if you have to go to like a drop-off point.
I think the reality is going to be that it costs a large amount of money for it to happen, and it can happen for the rich. That's pretty much going to be
You could probably get it in like 10 minutes.
Exactly.
24 hours, they're going to have...
It's going to be...
an exorbitant amount of money.
The new Postmate.
They're going to build out fulfillment centers that are closer to people, and it'll be a little more expensive, and they'll fly the drone straight to your crib.
Imagine food delivery is just like similar to tying up it to a balloon. You just like put it on the drone, put in the address, and then send the food off that you just made.
I'm sure that's right around the corner too.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It could be like air traffic.
But I feel like the reason why this shit can't work is because there has to be some system in place. Like, what if the robot drops the fucking payload and it smashes a nigga's head in?
Like, what if a bird?
Yeah, bird hits it, drops the fucking China set,
drops the noodles and
on somebody.
Yeah, and
fucking hot soup. Oof.
I don't see it happening.
Hey, the technology gets a little better, we might see it. We might see it. Did you use the Reface app?
I didn't yet. I'm going to.
I did funny. It. It's actually pretty.
Yeah,
easy.
You showed me the video. That shit's fucking wild.
I look so ugly.
That should have been the fucking that photo of you should have been the fucking screenshot for last week's episode.
Oh man, that would have been wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, just so the listeners know, I don't look good as Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, you do. Stop lying.
No, you looked really good as everybody.
Yeah.
I think I was the best Black Spider-Man.
Yeah. You looked white though.
Yeah, with the comb over.
Yeah.
The Williams sisters are in the U.S. Open. Well, one of them, Venus is the older skinny one. She got kicked out yesterday. She lost yesterday, so she's out. But Serena,
still a winner though.
Serena came in runner up the last 2 times and is trying to win it again for her like 7th time.
Turn up, girl.
Come on, Serena.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
She has the same last name as me, so that's kind of lit.
Yeah,
all 3 of you guys.
Oh, trio.
Oh, trio.
I think we talked about pretty much everything. Ran through those real quick. I hope everyone listening, I mean, if you're listening to this in the future, obviously disregard it, but have a great Labor Day weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Or if you're listening to us again in 2021's right before 2021's Labor Day weekend.
Yeah.
Whenever you find
hopefully we're out of quarantine when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Probably won't be. We're in this forever and ever.
They might be going on.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? And if you're going on like a Labor Day weekend episode binge, and this is technically your second because you watched 2021's, or you listened to 2021 episode, now you're listening to 2020. Did we record an episode last year?
Last year?
For a Labor Day?
I'm sure we did.
Did we?
Not
we started.
Labor Day
we started
specific,
Thanksgiving, so.
Well, we've been doing this over a year, so there's definitely a Labor Day weekend episode.
So
you can definitely start binging the Labor Day weekend episodes right now. Right now.
Go back and listen to all of them.
If you click right here and subscribe.
Right up here. Over here.
Word. Yeah, this was a great episode, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
Absolutely.
It's your boy Sin.
Sin exclusive.
It's your boy T.
TT Will exclusive.
And me, Kristen Elizabeth.
Yeah, thank ya.
EOD Podcast. See you bitches next week.
See you later.
Peace.